stayed at the inn because I was hoping to find out where Mitch hid the drugs. I thought that if I could smuggle them out, I could show them to the police and they would close the place down. Believe me, Joy O'Neill was not his only victim.
And we're supposed to believe that you would risk your life snooping around the Waterside Inn for people you didn't even know.
Their lives were at stake.
Oh, Miss Callison, why don't we just drop this far-fetched, altruistic story and get to the truth? The truth is you wanted to stay at the mission with Mitch Laurence.
Your Honor, now prosecution is putting words in the witness' mouth.
Wait, that's okay. That's not true.
She knew her at all. She wouldn't be able to say it with a straight face.
I hated him. And any time that he came near me or touched me, I felt physically ill.
Then why were you found in his room the day of the murder wearing a revealing teddy?
It was because of the drugs. Because I didn't have time to take the antidote.
Oh, let's back up. How were you able to find an antidote to this supposedly mind-bending drug you were on?
Well, I did a little bit of research. I found out that the drug he was probably using was something called engoparamin. You see, you can get an over-the-counter antihistamine to counteract the drug.
Why didn't you just leave the Waterside Inn with the antidote in you and go have a blood test to prove there was a drug in your body?
That was my original idea. But then I found out that the drug couldn't be detected.
Ah, how convenient. A drug that can't be found in the blood couldn't be found at the inn. Miss Callison, why don't we just stop this story now and start all over again?
I'm telling you the truth.
Did your mother devise this?
Objection.
Sustained. The jury will disregard the prosecutor's last question.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Accepting what you've just said, Miss Callison, I am trying very hard to do that. You've come up with yet another problem. You said that you were drugged, but you had an antidote that would keep your wits about you. And then you said that you were forced to wear this revealing teddy and do obscene things because you were drugged. Now, it seems to me you can't have it both ways. Either you knew what you were doing, or you were under Mitch Lawrence's influence and were drugged and didn't know what you were doing. Which is it?
Well, it's both. You see, he had Adrian LaRue hold me down while he injected me with the other drug.
Oh, so now we have yet another drug.
Yes, that's right. This is the one that he used to take me to the bank to transfer my money to a Swiss bank account.
So this no-name, non-detectable drug lasted up until the alleged rape attempt when you suddenly came to, were able to fight him off until Mummy came to save you.
Well, yeah, but not exactly. The drug started to wear off, so he had to give me more tea.
Ah, we're back to tea. You know, I'm very worried about the deceased. I just don't know when he did his work. He seemed to be either mixing drugs or pouring tea.
Look, you can laugh about it all you want.
Object to that?
No, she's holding her own just fine.
She's making a very believable witness.
Or maybe he was just so smooth he didn't really need drugs and he got everything he wanted without them.
No, that's not true. You're wrong. He was a liar and a rapist and a killer, and I'm glad my mother killed him.
You're doing beautifully, sweetheart.
Is that true, Pete? You're probably more objective than these two are.
You're doing fine, Cassie. You just keep banging away about how Mitch made you use the drugs, no matter how insulting Judith Sanders gets. You just keep laying in there how much you hated Mitch.
Yeah, that's right. So far, the jury hasn't had any of that love and passion Miss Sanders is trying to pin on you. So.
It's when they get to the murder and why I didn't go to the authorities that she'll begin scoring points, but that's my fault, not yours.
Oh,
Getting any vibes from the jury yet?
No, not yet.
Cassie was pretty convincing when she got into that hatred of Mitch. I bet her mother and the defense team rehearsed her on that subject.
Probably, but I have a feeling this case is going to be won or lost when I cross-examine Dorian.
I wish I had that privilege.
You do have a personal vendetta against her, don't you?
Nothing that would interfere with my objectivity, promise.
You know, that's the second time you've asked me about that.
Well, I can't help seeing it in your face every time you look at Cassie in the stands. Are you guys making any plans about getting back together?
Well, I don't know that we ever will get back together, no. I mean, up until she got in trouble, she never wanted to be around me.
Oh, man, I just never thought you two would split up.
It's never a pleasant experience, but, honey, all you have to do is testify to what you saw and heard that day.
Well, no, I'm glad to do it. I mean, if I can help convince the jury that Cassie wouldn't possibly transfer money willingly so that Mitch Laurence could get his hands on it.
Yeah, it won't do any harm.
How long is this going to take, though? I mean, there's so many little things that I need to take care of for our wedding.
Hey, as long as we got a minister to make us man and wife, nothing else really matters, right?
No, I guess not.
All right.
Be seated.
Shall we resume?
Miss Callison, please take a seat at the witness stand.
Herb, does she really have to be put through this?
Darling, without her, we have no defense.
This is where Judith Sanders really takes the kid gloves off.
I remind you, you're still under oath.
Miss Callison, let's talk about your trust fund and your plans for it. When did you first offer it to Mitch Laurence?
Well, when he caught me in his room when I was looking for the drugs, I thought it would be a good way to divert his anger.
Did you talk to the other disciples about it?
Yes. I wanted to make them think that I was part of the family, even though I wasn't. And even though I wasn't going to give the money to Mitch Laurence, I was just finding a way to buy time.
But you did go to the Landview Savings Bank and follow through with the transaction with Mr. Lockwood, correct?
Yes, to my recollection. I don't really remember too much of it. It's still kind of blurry. It was after he had drugged me.
I see, because you didn't know what you were doing.
Well, I had some idea of what I was doing, but it was like he was hypnotizing me.
Oh, now we have 2 drugs and hypnosis to keep you under control.
Not hypnosis literally. It was because of the drugs. Every time he told me something to do, I just did it.
According to Mr. Lockwood, you didn't alert him that anything was amiss, and then your friend Delilah Buchanan came into the bank. Did you alert her?
No. But it was because I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just following orders.
Oh, weren't you possibly following them willingly in order to continue and run off with Mitch Laurence?
No, absolutely not.
Miss Callison, I have counted 3 times that you could have left Mitch Laurence. The day that you got Joy O'Neill out of the Waterside Inn, your stated purpose for being there, the day that you were in the bank and ran into friends, and the night of the alleged rape, when the Waterside Inn was crammed with people. Now, I'm sure you could have gotten some assistance if you really wanted it.
I did scream for help, but nobody heard it.
Maybe there were no screams, just like there was no scream for help at the bank.
It's because of the drugs.
And no attempt to leave when the antidote was working the day Joy O'Neill left?
I told you, I wanted to shut the mission down.
Maybe you wanted others to think that so you could go on with him without interference.
No, that's not true.
Your Honor, prosecution is badgering the witness.
Objection overruled.
What?
Counselor, I caution you not to question my authority in court.
Miss Callison, didn't you fall in love with Mitch Laurence?
No.
Didn't you willingly transfer the money so you could run off to Europe with him?
No, I hated him.
There were no drugs, were there? That was just a cover story.
No, there were drugs. He was drugging all of us. Why won't you believe that?
He didn't need drugs to control you now, did he?
Your Honor.
Your Honor, this is an outrage, and it must stop. My daughter's been put through enough.
Order! Order in the courtroom!